What's up, y'all? It's been like a month since I made a type of video like this, so that was a pretty impressive record. But today's video is going to be a really important one, in my opinion, and I have quite a lot to say about the ongoing situation that I want to address. So, as you saw by the title, I am never coming back to the jailbreak community. Yes, I specifically said jailbreak, not Roblox, no. I meant jailbreak. But I do have a few reasons why. So, as much as I do actually have some problems with the community, I have met with a good amount of people who were so creative within the community. They have done amazing things. And I've been part of its community for the past 5 to 6-ish years. So I am a pretty OG jailbreak player at that point. I've been playing the game since 2017, so I'll definitely get into some detail about what's going on. But as far as you guys should be concerned, we had a lot of things that happened this week. So, we had 9/11, we had Wednesday. You guys probably remember what happened Wednesday. But for me, there has been a lot that's been going on within the community. So this decision will probably affect my channel even more because it's definitely going to be a very tragic decision. But let's just kind of lay down the stuff real quick and make it quite concise. So the main reason I did leave the jailbreak community was because of the user fan base, and I felt like that a lot of users within the community have been so toxic about the recent stuff we've been getting. So I saw a couple people complain about the Katana, which was the season vehicle for Season 28. And at first I was like, okay, so some people were criticizing the vehicle being the grand prize, it was fine, right? Well, the actual issue was Plasma, the creator of the vehicle, was getting a lot of death threats about the Katana. I haven't exactly seen the death threats, but I was given an alert that he was being given them. And I thought it was just really stupid that people have been, sending death threats to someone who has made a submission for the game. Now, I get if you disagree, but you're really pushing your limits if you're being too violent about something. Because that is not human for you to just go be violent because of some disbelief or whatever. I would say be constructive with your disagreement, and I'm sure it's going to work out. It's all about diplomacy. If you can just make agreements and ties to ensure that things work out better on the long run, then I'm sure everything's going to be fine. But being violent about it has been kind of a weird thing that has happened. And yeah, it has been really messed up. I'm not going to lie to you all, what has been going on with people these days? Y'all going to be fighting because of a different belief? God Almighty, have mercy on their souls. I'm not even going to go and send death threats to someone just because their thing is in the game. I can disagree that their vehicle is getting released, but I'm not going to go be violent about it. I mean, I can kind of complain, but at least I'm not going to go be like, hey, you know what, get out of there. I'm trying to be as friendly as I can with this because I know some of you probably aren't comfortable with anything else that I would say about it, so I'm trying to make it as friendly as I can. That is the main problem, because people have been so suppressed and selfish, ungrateful, and petty about a lot of the things we've been getting within the game. I get the devs have been working really hard to just do other things. You can't really pressure them to add in something huge. And we also have trading. And at first, trading was fine because we can now officially get anything we want except for certain things because, contracts or certain workarounds or whatever. But the main problem is the people have been making markets out of the game, and they're trying to get value and probably money. And that is going to be mentioned later in the video because there is another reason with the community. And I'll discuss it in a bit. But just now, in simple terms, many of the users within the fan base or community are not extremely happy with what we're getting. They're just ungrateful. Alright? I'm just going to lay it there. For me personally, I don't care what's getting added as long as it seems good and works, then it's alright. It's all about being constructive for yourself. It's not about being destructive. It's not about being violent. It's about trying to be as human as you can. We're humans. Don't be ironic and say, I'm not a human, I'm a monster. And being a monster is even worse than dealing with Satan. Alright, so I'm not going to go and call out anybody in this video, but there was a glitch that happened recently, and this happened in Season 27. A user accidentally discovered the glitch because of a 1 in a million bug. But this season, there were a few users who actually found a way to do the glitch. And they did, in fact, report the glitch to the devs. And the glitch was fixed on Tuesday. So if you're trying to do the glitch, you can't do it anymore. It's been fixed. But basically, I was like, okay, it seems like a problem because they shouldn't get the vehicle early. And there were some people who complained about it, and I get it. Personally, now that I think about it, it isn't really a big problem. The actual main problem, though, was a user decided to abuse the glitch on 20 alt accounts and have sold most of the katanas for money. And not on top of jailbreak money. I mean actual money. USD. And as you all probably know, cross-trading is pretty much prohibited within Roblox's TOS. Listen here. Why are you deciding to sell a virtual pixelated car for actual money? That's just stupid. That is really messed up. I don't think that's good on your part. And honestly, I hope the user gets banned because that's just crazy. That is absolutely wild that the dude decided to just do it. And let me be honest with you guys, I actually did do a glitch that allowed me to get infinite money. I did get banned twice for the glitch, but my only reason to do the glitch was to just try to get everything in the game. And even then, I probably wouldn't try to get IRL money out of it. That's just stupid if you try to make money because you're selling a virtual thing. And you know, cross-training is so bad. Like, I don't really get the main genre of just doing such a thing. Like, these days, people are way too abnormal with their doings. I just don't really get why people will want to do it anyway. I'm going to be really honest there. But that's not really the big issue. I still think that the users selling the katanas for money because they unlock the vehicle really early with a glitch is very abusive and actually just messed up. What has been really messed up were the mods. Some of the mods have defended the user and they assumed that they have done the glitch at their own will and that they can keep the stuff. What are you doing? The man did the glitch, sell the stuff for IRL money, like maybe $100, for a car that literally anybody could get within the season in like about a month if they start grinding now. And the mods are like, this guy is Plasma. Assumptions are not any better than being an analyst and being able to specifically keep an eye point on certain details. You always need to do your research and analyze before you make assumptions. Because people out there are actually going to be very, 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 very specific about what they see And they're going to keep an eye, a literal eye, on whatever's going on. You cannot run from those people. They will always keep an eye out. There will probably always be one person, no matter what you do, that will keep an eye on something. And yeah, I'm not going to explain the mod in this video, but he did get a lot of hate over it, so thank God he did. But honestly, it's been messed up, because I feel like the mods don't deserve the authority to just say, this guy should be defended because of this, that, blah, 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 blah. He did something that violates something, and it just doesn't work. It's stupid. Obviously, I'm not sure if things have changed now, because I have actually left the community on Tuesday, so I wasn't too sure. But rest assured that I think justice was served, and the user probably either got banned or the data got rolled back for that guy. And I hope that you guys don't fall for those schemes, because it's actually better that you report someone for doing a glitch that is abusive and they try to sell for profit IRL than to actually do it yourself. Am I right? Alright, but let me just kind of explain the aftermath. So, on the 9th, I did officially leave the Jailbreak community again. I was part of the community since late July of this year. I wanted to join back and finally be able to get involved again. I wanted to just be able to meet up and all that, but then I realized the amount of people within the community have been so toxic. I just don't think there's really a way I can do anything about it. So I was like, screw it, I'm out of here. And I'm deeply sorry for those who were affected by the stupid amount of things that have been going on within the community recently. I have to feel really bad. It's just so messed up. Like, I wanted to be able to do things. I have been trying to be kind to people, but unfortunately in the real world, people are not going to be nice to you. They feel more selfish to themselves than they can ever feel selfless to anybody else. And unfortunately, the negativity just works on them, and it's just going to get crazy. Like, it's just bad, you know? So, all the Jailbreak submissions I have made for the game, and I'm actually really sad to say this, none of them I want to see in the game. Now, the main reason is because anybody, so that even includes you, I don't care, anybody can just hate on me for absolutely no reason if something gets in the game. Like, I can release a spoiler that is so good, and I still have people hating on it because I'm like, this guy made a terrible item, or this guy does not deserve to have this in the game, or whatever. I get if you're criticizing and saying that it shouldn't be in the game, if you're being constructive about it, but if you hate on me for no reason, then you're probably on a whole new level, man. I also don't believe that what's going on in the community makes me feel like I deserve to have something in the game personally. Yeah. And that also includes a potential Mr. Vinstire if the CMO decides that it's probably a good idea to have it in. And I don't think it's going to be in the game even if this video goes viral, because to be fair, I don't think a lot of people watch my content for, like, you know, Jailbreak content, whatever. I mean, I still have a good amount of old videos that are getting popular, so there's that. But most of the people are just probably tuning in for, like, informational videos. So yeah. Isn't it just a little stupid, though, that some people can just become nitwits and do stupid stuff, you know? But that's just kind of laying down the groundwork here for my future, because it's better to learn from your mistakes and peers than to repeat history. So, Asimo, I don't really care if you're watching this, but for the love of God, please do not add a freaking Mr. Vinstire in the game at this point. I'm sorry, but I don't think I really deserve to have it in the game. And I might be the first YouTuber to say this anyway, because as much as some of you probably want to see it in the game, I know some of you probably want me to have it in the game, I don't think there's really a reason to have it in the game. And then the benefits of being a jailbreak influencer. I don't think I should work to become one of these influencers. Just like how I said a while back that I wasn't going to try to be part of the STAR program. I do not want to get the season vehicles early as a content creator because I'm an early season grinder. I get the level 10 vehicles early on. And also, it's rather just obnoxious that I would get something so early on and just not work for it. The ethic just doesn't exist there. And I want to try to stay as normal or average of a citizen as I can, rather than becoming a huge influencer who has a whole lot of added benefits just because I get like a lot of recognition. So I'm just gonna put it there. And then obviously I am not going to quit Jailbreak the game itself. I'm still going to play the game. I still respect the devs for their work, especially Epic. He has been working really hard on a new update, so can't wait for that. And there are still going to be videos on the game from time to time. I don't think I'm going to push them out too often. I'm trying to balance out my life with school and stuff. I'm not really going to try to work on YouTube as much. And that leads me to the last part of this video, and that is just what's going on with my channel. So, for the past few months, I've been so convinced about how this channel is going to run. One side of me was like, this channel should definitely grow and become successful. And the other side of me is like, no, just forget about it. And you know, I have been so convinced that I feel like this channel can't really grow anymore. I have been told by my peers, like I have some people tell me that I should just kind of grow the channel, become successful and all that. Some people told me that I should probably just improve and do other stuff, obviously. Maybe some suggestive things. And I had someone yesterday tell me that videos have been kind of debunking, they've been failing. And honestly, even though this channel seems to be good for the vids, I will agree. Because the point was, nowadays, people do things differently. The algorithm is so cooked with a lot of things these days. I just don't really think that there's a good chance that I can just do something really, really regular, insane, that it can get enough recognition. People have been driven by a lot of insanity, whether that be brain rot, negativity, or just like other things. There needs to be some sort of good news or like positivity, because anything we do these days is just going to be driven by just negative factors and negative bias. It's just kind of driving me a little insane, and I've been doing a lot to just kind of keep myself afloat. And as I said on the comment, I'm not necessarily going to be gone forever. I want to try to stay within YouTube itself, just make videos from time to time. But obviously, I'm not going to necessarily make too much content anymore. Like, the key to success is not trying to become famous, because you're trying to push yourself to bypass the algorithm and just try to grow yourself there. In fact, I think it's more important to just take it gradually, take things step by step, and just make a trajectory, plan things out, maybe see how your life's going to go in the long run, than to just, boop, video views go up, success in one day, and then what the heck are you going to do? So, that's just me personally, but yeah. I've grown a lot with YouTube over the past 6 years. I think I have known a lot on this channel, and I was a kid when I started YouTube on this channel, so just kind of rest assured there. But for the most part, Jailbreak's community isn't terrible by all means. Like, I don't think people within the community are actually that bad, in my opinion. There are definitely good people within the community that don't deserve a lot of hate, and I feel really sorry for those who were in the community that had to deal with all the shenanigans. But at the same time, there's going to be people who have been very abhorrent with their stuff. They're not apprehensive, they're selfish, they're ungrateful, they're unworthy. No one is being revolved around, and I've dealt with toxic people before. Like, I can say something so understandable, but people can still hate on me and target me just because I say something of a belief. It's been kind of unnerving, and people need to realize that everybody is different and not everybody can follow the same belief or concept. So it's just whatever happens, okay? I want you guys to stay safe. Everything these days has been a little crazy. You don't always have to take people's advice. Don't always listen to what people have to tell you, because maybe you want to do your own thing, and it's okay. But remember, don't do anything stupid. And don't you dare become violent just because someone has a different belief. Key factors, man. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Catch you all next time.